Shree Gajanan Vijay Granth, Chapter 3. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. O Sachidananda Shri Hari, be kind to me as you never had been harsh to the fallen ones. Your ocean of kindness, mother to the sufferers, and Kalpataru to your devotees. O Rama, such is your reputation as sung by saints. So Purushottama, bless this Dasganu also without delay. Shree Gajanan Maharaj stayed at Bankatlal's house. People from distant places also started coming to him for darshan. Flies gather where there is a honey. It requires no invitation. Now listen to what happened one day. Shree Gajanan Maharaj was sitting in jubilant mood. It was morning time. Eastern horizon was red and birds were singing. Soft breeze was blowing and old people sitting in their beds were chanting God's name. Peeping up of the sun from the east drove away the darkness. Pious married ladies were sprinkling water in their country yard, and cows were running to the cows. At such a pleasant morning, an ascetic came for the darshan of Shree Gajanan Maharaj. With his worn-out clothes, he was looking like a beggar. How can such a beggarly-looking person expect good reception from the rich people sitting around Shree Maharaj? He had a small loin cloth, a kerchief around his head, and a small bag hanging from his shoulder. His dry, disorderly hair was hanging on his back. He quietly sat in one corner before Shree Gajanan. Amongst many people coming for the darshan of Shree Maharaj, this poor man was totally neglected. Sitting there, he was wondering as to how to get near Shree Maharaj and touch his feet. Having heard the greatness of Shree Maharaj at Kashi, he had vowed to present Ganja to Shree Maharaj. In the first place, now he was finding it difficult to get a chance to fulfill his vow, and if at all he gets a chance, the word Ganja would make him face kicks from the people around. But after all, his coming to Shree Gajanan was only for the fulfillment of the vow of offering Ganja to Shree Maharaj. His vow of offering Ganja was because he liked it the most, and so he thought it to be the best offering. While he was thinking so, Shree Gajanan understood and pointing to him asked the devotees to bring forth that ascetic to him. He was happy to see that Shree Gajanan knew everything that was going on in his mind. Saints know everything of the past, present and future. So he now expected Shree Gajanan to know the purpose of his coming to Shega. When he was brought forth, Shree Maharaj said, "Take out that bundle which you have been keeping in your bag for last 3 months." Overwhelmed with joy, the ascetic started rolling like a child before Shree Maharaj. Maharaj said, "Shamelessly you vowed to offer ganja to me, and now you feel shy to take it out of your bag?" The shrewd ascetic said that he would take out and offer ganja with a request that Shree Maharaj, as a token of his remembrance, accept the offering permanently. He further said, "I know that you don't need ganja, but kindly accept it as my humble offering." God fulfills all desires of devotees. For example, Anjani prayed Lord Shiva to come to her womb and take birth as her child. Lord Shiva accepted and took birth as Maharudrahanma. Taking a birth as monkey by Lord Shiva was for fulfilling the desire of his devotee. Shree Gajanan hesitated a bit but agreed. The ascetic then took out ganja, rubbed it in his hand, filled in the pipe and gave it to Shree Maharaj to smoke. That was how Shree Gajanan started smoking ganja. But he never became an addict to it. Just like a lotus leaf, he was free from the attachments. The ascetic stayed there for a few days and then went away to Rameshwaram. Sometimes Sri Maharaj used to recite Veda verses in sweet, clear tones, and at times observed a silence. Reciting of his Vedas indicated that he was a Brahmin. Sometimes he used to sing a composition in different ragas or go on singing his mantra, Gana 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 Tabote. At other times, he observed silence or quietly slept. Sometimes he behaved like a madman or wandered in jungles or entered somebody's house unexpectedly. At Shegaon, there was a famous man by name Janrao Deshmukh. He was on deathbed and all doctors declared him as a hopeless case and accordingly told his relatives. It was sad news to them. They prayed to God, promised vows, but to no avail. So they thought of the last remedy, that is of approaching Shree Gajanan Maharaj with the belief that saints can perform any miracle. Sri Jnaneshwar brought Sachidananda back to the life, and the same can be done by Shree Gajanan for Janrao. So one of the relatives went to the house of Bankatlal where Shree Gajanan was staying and narrating whole story of Janrao requested him to give Pada Tirth of Shree Gajanan, which they would give to Janrao Deshmukh. Sri Bankatlal, with the permission of his father, Bhavani Ram, took a glass of water, touched it to the feet of Sri Maharaj and told that the tirtha was being given to Janrao Deshmukh. Sri Gajanan Maharaj gave his consent. Thereafter, the tirtha was given to Janrao Deshmukh, who immediately regained consciousness and thereafter slowly recovered from the illness. All the medicines were stopped and Janrao was kept on daily dose of tirtha from the feet of Sri Maharaj. He gained his normal health within a week and went to Sri Bhavani Ram's house for the darshan of Sri Gajanan Maharaj. Look, the water from the feet of Sri Maharaj had the effect of nectar. This is so because the saints are the gods in Kali Yuga. With such a happening, one may say that nobody should die in Shegaon so long as Sri Gajanan Maharaj is there. But it is not logical. Saints do not prevent death, nor they behave against nature. But they can avoid a death if it is unnatural or accidental. Sri Jnaneshwar avoided the death of Sri Sachidananda at Nevasa, but the same Sachidananda later on had to die at Alandi. That means the saints can check unnatural or accidental death, and it is not at all difficult for them. There are three types of deaths. First, Adhyatmic means natural or destined. Second, Adibhavic, phenomenal, by material effect. And third is Adidevik, God sent, which is accidental or unnatural. Of all these three, the first is most powerful and nobody can check it. The second, that is Adibhavic death, is a result of bad habit and undisciplined life, giving rise to various diseases in the body. But this type of death can be averted by the help of a competent doctor. The third, that is Adidevik death, can be prevented by prayers and blessings of saints. This category again is divided into two types. First is Bhautik, by material effect. Second is Devik, by displeasure of God. Adhyatmic, that is the unnatural death, cannot be prevented by anybody. Remember that Abhimanyu, the son of Arjuna, died in the presence of Sri Krishna himself. Janrao death was of unnatural type and so could be prevented by Sri Gajanan Maharaj. Some deaths can be averted by vows of offering to God, but it should be done with full faith in Almighty. In fact, it is the strength of faith itself that works to prevent the unnatural type of death. This sort of death can also be avoided by the Pada Tirth of saint who is pious and free from the six hostile forces of life. One should surrender to a real saint only and keep away from the hypocrites. After his full recovery, Deshmukh celebrated the blessings by feeding hundreds of people at the mutt where Shree Maharaj stayed. Incidents of saving Deshmukh created problems for Shree Gajanan Maharaj, and to avoid them, he had to become rather strict and indifferent to the people. His real devotees, however, could bear with that attitude of Shree Maharaj. God Narsimha, by his very appearance, created terror in the minds of people, but Prahlad was not afraid of that outward look. Tigress is fearful for others, but not to her cubs playing in her lap. Likewise, the real devotees were not afraid of strictness shown by Shree Maharaj. Now listen to the other story. It is seen that the earth, when in contact with musk, gets its fragrance. Similarly, by mere contact of sandalwood, an ordinary wood also gets in its fragrance. This is quite natural, but it will be absurd if the wood think itself it to be a sandalwood. Along with the sugar cane also grows some useless bushes, scents and satans. Both are born on the same earth. Along with the diamonds are found ordinary pebbles too in the mines. Though found in one place, they differ in their values. Ordinary pebble cannot get the luster of diamonds, and they will simply be trampled under our feet and the diamonds picked up. Vithoda Ghatol, like above pebble, a hypocrite, was staying with Shree Gajanan Maharaj at Shega. He was dishonest and insincere, but showing off as if a great devotee. He used to call himself Kalyan of Shree Maharaj and said that Shree Gajanan depended for everything, that is food, pipe and other comforts on him. He was taking all sorts of advantage by his association with Shree Maharaj and boasted himself to be a bull before Lord Shiva. By his divine vision, Shree Gajanan Maharaj knew that what Vithoba was doing, and so taught him a lesson by following incidents. It is so happened that some people come to Shega for the darshan of Shree Maharaj. At that time, Shree Gajanan was sleeping, and nobody could dare wake him up. These people were in hurry to go, but at the same time wanted darshan of Shree Maharaj. They approached Vithoba and said, "Vithoba, we are in hurry to go back and want darshan of Shree Maharaj before going. Amongst all the disciples, you are the most intelligent, nearer and dearer to Shree Maharaj. So kindly wake him up and let us have his darshan." This request flattered Vithoba, and he immediately went and woke up Shree Maharaj. People got darshan, but it invited calamity for Vithoba. Shree Gajanan got a stick and thrashed Vithoba severely with it and said, "You rascal, you have started business here, and if I tolerate you, I shall be guilty before God. So I must punish you. Wine should not be treated as a sweet drink. Poison should not be touched, and thieves should not be made friends." Saying so, he knocked him again with the stick. Vithoba ran away and never returned again. This is how the real saints behave. May this Gajanan Vijay Granth be savior to all devotees. Shubham Bhavatu, Shri Harihararpan Mastu. Here is the end of chapter 3. Samartha Shri Sadguru Gajanan Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Gajanan.